Round the corner. Wind it up. Okay, Cindy, now we're moving. Oh, we only lost one. Hey, Larry, on the road. Hey, Vern. Yeah, just a quick trip up to the pharmacy. You're still stuck in? I'm sorry, Larry. That's really bad. Hopefully, you were stocked up for a few days anyway to keep you going. That's good. Yeah, just to make everything more convenient. Sibby complains about that all the time. I don't much care. Hey, Demoose. Yeah, yeah, cabin fever happens fast when you're stuck. Not so bad when you know, even if it's a pain in the butt, you can get out. But when you're just stuck, it happens fast. Ah, great. Bless that again. Well, at least you got it out and started up, so it's not going to sit and die waiting. They put this silly stoplight in when they put this temporary bridge in. And when all these moms come up to pick up their kids, they park right on the sensor. So this light goes red all the time while they're waiting. Otherwise, the light's never red. Once in a blue moon, you catch somebody coming in or out of there. We'll be lucky to make it through before it turns red again. Nope, looks like we're going to make it. Good. Went yellow right just as we passed under it. People just don't care about anybody else. Yeah, I got one of those little battery packs that'll jump your car, and that saved my butt a few times. Beats the heck out of standing there with jumper cables and asking somebody else to help. Cool part is it's USB chargeable, so I can just plug it in the truck and it stays charged up. Yeah, same kind of a deal. Hey, TD, thanks for dropping in, bud. I'm just running a quick errand up to the pharmacy. 'It's not bad here. It actually warmed up a bit, and we got some rain, so you guys should start to warm up here in the next couple of days, or next 10 days anyway. We got real bad rain 2 weeks ago, and then the cold temperatures hit. You guys got hit with it about 8 days later. 70 outside, 127. Jeepers. Yeah, I was going to say, you've got the forge going, don't you? Huh, 'It's snowing since 8. YouTube question. Do you talk to yourself out loud? Yes, actually, I do regularly. made the joke on many lives. If you guys weren't here, I'd be talking to myself the whole way, and I really do. Yeah, we got another couple of months of it, Larry. Then finally spring will kick in. Hopefully, it's not going to be this cold all winter, though. Yeah. Wow, that went down the wrong pipe. Yeah, I can deal with the cold better than I can deal with the heat. I could always throw on another layer, but once you get to naked, that's about as good as the heat gets. Hey, Eddie, thanks for dropping in, bud. You're still at work? Wow, late night. At least you're almost done. Earlier it was raining harder, now it's just kind of sprinkling. All right, have a good evening. Thank you, sir. Ooh, what was that? Woke the dogs up. Sounded like the start of a siren running, but it didn't go very long. Nothing to look at, girls. Go back to sleep. Pretty people are Costco. Well, Costco or Walmart. So I try and avoid those two spots. We made the light finally. Saturday night should be fun. We're running out to the pharmacy, Eddie. I only get to go a couple of places other than the doctor's office, either the pharmacy or the smoke shop. But today happens to be the pharmacy. Pretty much every place I go has to have a drive-through. Other than when I hit Safeway on Tuesday, and they'll bring out a scooter for me, so I don't have to run around on my knee scooter and do it. Of course, the dogs are with me. They'll sit on the center console. It's kind of funny. I'm assuming they're telling me to go live, but they'll sit on the center console until I go live, and then they'll lay down and take a nap. And if I don't go live, they'll sit on the center console and harass me. All right. Once they come up to the window, I'm going to mute you guys for a minute. Oh, relax and quit crying. Here we go. All right, we're back. Get out of the way and put my stuff back in my wallet. And then we'll jump back on the road and go home. Hey, Kevin, thanks for dropping in, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, girls, we're headed back home now. That's the parking lot you want to avoid right over there. There we go. Back out here on 410 and head back up the hill. Okay, that was our excitement for the day. Now I'm going to go back home and test out that new bag of strip heat that I got and make sure everything appears to be working, and then I'll probably put it in tomorrow. Just enough road spray, I got to leave on. Definitely another great day of mine. Stupid ring road. Couldn't have just leveled off everything and then put it as a normal roundabout. They had to offset it. Although I did see a dumber one this morning. It was diamond shaped, and you couldn't actually drive around it in a pickup truck. You had to stop and back up to get around it. Hopefully I can get ahead of the semi hauling this bulldozer, but it ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna get stuck going behind him at 40 miles an hour. Yep, ain't gonna happen. Dude, you're not getting in ahead of me, so just back off and sit where you were. If you get ahead of the guy in front of me. Yep, race up there and get 10 feet ahead of where you should have been. You're still stuck behind everybody going 40 miles an hour behind the semi. Ridiculous. Collection of tiny houses there on the left. Look, Ed, there they are. A whole bunch of them. Ed out at Whistle Stop Homestead is building a tiny home. I have to admit, this is definitely a prettier drive in the spring and summertime with all the trees with their leaves on it. There we go. Now we're back. There we go. Now we're back. That was kind of weird. Must be the weather. I don't usually have troubles right there. So we're on Highway 410 headed towards downtown Buckley. Wow. They just put a road in there to the right, or they're working on one. I wonder what they're going to build back there. Only about 300 yards to the next road over there, so there's not a lot of room. We should have missed the school traffic from down here, so we'll take a right here and go in. That's better. Grade school's right here, and actually directly to the right, um, there's a local guy that I've chatted with many times who's one of the top two team ropers in the nation. He and his buddy lives down here around the corner. Uh, have been to the rodeo finals many years in a row and won it several times. He's actually got a full team rope set up right there in his yard. That could be fun. Maybe when he's up here practicing one day, I'll bring you up here and we'll film it. Hi, Dory. Dory always recognizes that turn and gets up from her favorite point of napping to sit up on the center console and watch the drive home from here. Down into Burnett. With the Fairfax Bridge closed, we don't get near the traffic up this way we used to get. Way up on top of the hill, there's an ORV park, and this was the last place to get permits for it. But with the Fairfax Bridge closed, they can't go up there anymore. So probably lost I don't know, several 100,000 cars a year going up there. Not to mention, one of the 10 best hikes in the world is up here at the top of this hill too. The Moich Lake Trail. It's one of the top 5 in the nation and one of the top 10 in the world. However, with that anti-bridge closed, there's lots of fighting going on about what they're going to do about it. But they have yet to decide what to do. Anyway, we're coming into Wilkinson, so I'm going to lose signal here in a minute. So I will say, love y'all, and I'll see you somewhere out in YouTube. And if no place else, I'll see you Saturday night on Munchie Mafia. Bye, everybody.